from Medeiros. I'm the writer, director, producer for Good Times, Bad Times.
All right.
And I'm John Sherman, writer, director, cast member on Lucina Position, the chess woman.
This is a Q&A for the audience, so raise your hands and I'll call you out, but I'll get things started. Inspiration for the film. Why did you make this?
Just trying to make a movie and put it out there. I'm a really big fan of horror, so I felt like this was a good way to get started in this industry, and I really wanted to experiment with color and lighting, so I wanted to do something that was very self-contained but efficient, and something that was budget friendly. That's why it's so short.
Is this your first film?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
wow.
my first, everything that I brought it off the ground, and it's out there right now.
What do you do normally?
I'm mostly a producer.
Oh, okay.
I like to write. This is the first and probably the last time I direct something. It's not really on my lane, but I'm happy that I did it,
Yeah.
because I had a very specific visual vision on how to tell this story. But I'm mostly a producer. That's what I like to do, but I also like to write.
And are you in LA?
LA, yeah.
So you came out?
Yeah, I drove all, me and my husband, we drove all the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's also my composer.
All right. And how about you?
Yeah, I was just
You're
kind
a
of
chess fan?
Yeah, I was kind of interested in it for a while. I read some books about it, and I wanted to do something chess related, and it was going to be something else before. And
Have you made? Is this your first film, or have you made other movies?
So I went to film school. I've made another short or two, but between that, I've kind of buried it. This kind of, yes, for all intents and purposes, yes.
Now, forgive me if you're not. Are you in the movie?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, so that is you in the movie.
Unrecognizable.
That's a little bit,
Yeah.
Wow. So how was that
It was weird.
challenge?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Being violently beat by.
And then calling cut. It was really weird. That's the answer. So, yeah, there were times when I didn't call action when I was supposed to, or didn't call cut. It got a little confusing. So sometimes the AD or the DP would do the calls, and it's hard to gauge what your performance is. You have to trust the people who are with you on set.
Right.
But I had people who I could trust.
Cool.
Yeah.
You came out. Questions? Raise your hands, please. So, is this your favorite genre?
Oh, definitely.
And what do you think of the other films here?
I like every one of those. Like yours is definitely one of the best ones. I really like shorts, and I feel like mine and like yours and some of the others. All of them are great, don't get me wrong, but I really like shorts that are very self-contained in terms of I think short stories are most effective when they are told. It's just how can I say? They're self-contained in terms of it's one location, it's a few characters. Because sometimes some shorts can get, this is just a feature, but that told very rushedly.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you get just a concept of two brothers playing chess, or a girl decorating her living room,
Right.
that's a short story.
Right.
So I really feel like that's when you get the most out of the story. And by making a short story, which is self-contained, I do think it pushes for creativity.
Yeah, I agree. I think you get away with a lot more. You can experiment a lot more. You can, play around a lot more.
Yeah, you know that you're not doing something it's not $100 million movie, so you need, if I wanted to convey this idea or this feeling, you need to be very creative on how to do that for a short film. And sometimes most of the time short films, they are low budget, so I feel like if you can be creative to convey a certain uneasiness in terms of, for example, suspense or thrillers or horror films, I think that's the beauty of short films. Just they are gonna push you to be more efficient and creative. Yeah. I think a good example was the short film that was the voice of The Office of.
Yeah.
It's a
Which
suspense.
is a famous poem. It's a,
Yeah.
Just get the poet, but yeah, famous poem.
But I feel like the guy needs to convey thriller on that stuff, but one element that kind of like, oh, this is creepy, was that he had a very unusual wallpaper, and that was enough for me. You don't need like a very big budget or a lot of CGI or anything to make something
I agree.
big, but like you put like a weird wallpaper, I'm like, okay, now this is.
So I can say that for your film too. A couple creepy shots. Whatever you call that, the hang up the pictures, the mood wall.
Oh, the collage, yeah.
The collage.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
Yeah.
and then also I love your choice of a long shot down the hallway where she's actually amputating his finger, as opposed to showing us detail. You let it through our imagination.
Yeah.
That was bothersome. That was brilliant. Raise your hands if you want to ask questions. I don't want to ask off. I don't have to. Yes, go ahead.
The second chess game, was that totally scripted?
Yeah.
You guys were so fast.
Yeah, we rehearsed that a lot.
I'm guessing you play chess.
Not really. I don't know why. I was just interested in it for a while, so I read about it, and yeah, that's a famous game where Bobby Fischer lost to Ruben Fine, and we just played it really fast. And me and Miles, the other actor who is here, we just rehearsed that thing a lot.
And so, what was the inspiration for your film? Was it let's make a horror film?
No.
Was it let's make a short?
It's supposed to be a dark comedy.
Yeah.
So there was another thing I was gonna make that was gonna be a feature. I was gonna try and make my first feature as like a fake documentary with only me in it. And the other characters are my dead twin brothers, we're triplets. The other two ones are dead, and we've played chess together. And the rest of it is still images. And I just abandoned that idea, but I had done all this research.
We have another question in the back. Yes, please.
Yes, these two films happen to be kind of opposite in terms of life. Hold on.
Yeah.
Good times, bad times is like how summer is a contrast to fall, and then yours is the chess is whatever. Sorry. It's
Seen it.
forever. It's all. It's like it can be full length, and the short one. My question is, what is your idea of a full length?
Like a feature? You can go first.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the thing that was going to be a feature was like a mystery, basically. It was a very different story, but it just also involved like shut-in siblings who play chess all the time. It was a very different thing. I think this is a short.
But I mean, yeah. I think for yours, my question was if Good Times Bad Times was a feature.
Personally, when I crafted this story, I thought of every single detail in order to be a short story. I didn't have any big plans of like, oh, this is a feature material. This is not a proof of concept. This was born out of my the goal I put myself on of like, I need to put something out there. I want to make it look pretty. I want to be, effective. However, I am interested in the concept of having more female serial killers, So there's we do have not female we don't have like female slashers.
Yeah.
That's something that I was talking about. I felt like this is something that we didn't feel this niche yet. Somebody here is gonna probably tell me, oh, have you ever seen that eating film? That big movie from the 90s?
That's not as many. You're right.
I'm talking Michael Myers, Jason level. So I'm interested in the idea, and I also like playing with the concept of appearances can be deceiving. When you see Michael Myers and you see Jason out of the blue, they're like, oh yeah, they're gonna kill me. So I do feel like having a slasher, a complete. We do have movies of women that portray to be what's the movie? Promising Young Woman, but it's more of a drama. They pretend to be nice, but they're actually gonna kill the man. But it's more of a drama. I felt like we could have a slasher of a woman that looks very cute on the outside, but she's actually a
This seems like the backstory, it started out as a good date. It could have been the first date, it's nice, then something went wrong.
No, yeah, the idea is that she targets men,
Yeah.
and she likes to collect the good moments with them, which is like the cute stuff. But once the night ends, she like lures them and captures them and puts on the closet, tortures them, and then she puts on the bad times box, you know.
Yeah.
So she has like the good moments and the bad moments. So in my mind is that she has bipolar a little bit.
Right.
She has the good times with them, but then something switches, and then she's gonna do like something messed up.
So, do you guys think, great, horror is, are you still,
I think she
did
was-
that answer your
Well,
question?
my question wasn't super clear, but I appreciate.
Oh,
hearing
Yeah,
it.
thank you for the question. Do you guys think, horror is, does have comedy built in, if you will, or, like, you said you wanted to make a dark comedy.
Yeah.
And, there were lots of laughs tonight, while people are getting killed or having, or whatnot, so, what makes something scarier? What makes a movie scary?
Sure. I mean, there's definitely a similar thing that an audience goes through watching horror together, where like you're all together gonna get startled, or you're going to involuntarily start laughing, and the difference is just the tone,
Yeah, right.
how we're looking at it, and you can maybe have a little bit of both at the same time.
Right.
It's funny that you asked that because, I really like her film, but I wasn't laughing.
Yeah.
For me, like, it was creepy all the way. I wasn't like, oh, this is... So, but it's funny to see, like, whenever you go, and this changes from audience
Right,
to
sure,
audience.
from person to person.
But it was like, everybody was laughing when I think you do like, whatever. And I was like, I think this is creepy, but everybody's laughing, so I don't know. But like, something that as I started my festival route, is that something I wasn't planning is that people find funny when she sticks the sticker
Oh, yeah.
on his mouth. I was like, oh my god, whatever goes involved. But, so I think in the end, you don't know, and sometimes the accidental humor also is there.
Right.
But that's my experience. But I really like comedy horror, and I think that's kind of in the market right now, so it's good to have right now. So it's good to do it.
Yeah.
It's
Yes, please.
Do you have like I know it's like an interpretation thing, but do you have like an understanding of why it was a pig sticker? Like why was
okay. It's like in the script, she would only like lean down and shush him. But when I wanted her to have during when she's doing the collage pictures and some movie tickets, stuff like that, and some just cute stickers. So like I ordered a bunch of like animal stickers, and once we got to set, and I saw this is funny, but then I saw that the pig sticker was contrasting really well with the gaff tape. I was like, this is gonna look cool, So it was kind of improvised, and I think like a pig, it shows that he is like something to be slaughtered.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, after watching this movie like 100 times, I'm like, I feel like something I should have done when we are looking at the collage again in the end, and we see actually the picture of the guy that's trapped in the closet. He has an octopus, and I was like, I should have put a pig so it matches. But like, leave it for the sequel,
Yeah.
But I just felt like out of all the animals that I had, I chose the pig to be like, oh, it kind of shows that this man is gonna be slaughtered like a pig.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Why did you choose to shoot in black and white?
Well, chess is black and white. You got the black and white piece. I just like the way that it looks. I mean, also in that environment, I didn't know that there was that much I could do with color. And if I ever made a feature, I probably wouldn't get the chance to make it in black and white.
Right.
So it was just, yeah.
And let's hear from the actor. What inspired your role? How was it working?
Inspired the role?
I'm kind of kidding.
The two of us have been friends for a while. It's almost inspired by our friendship.
Yeah. It is.
You guys play chess is a little.
Or Magic the Gathering.
No, but we did play a lot of chess in rehearsal.
We
right?
played chess in rehearsal, but yeah, we've known each other since college.
Yeah.
We've done improv together.
Are you a filmmaker too, or a full-time actor?
Yeah, I made a film in the same program he did.
Got
Yeah,
it.
we're both SF State.
Don't do a lot of acting, but I have done theatrical
Right on.
theater stuff before.
Right on. And so you guys just naturally kind of work well together. You find that you like working together.
Yeah, I think so. I think you partially wrote the script with me in
Yes,
mind.
yes.
so
When I wrote this,
that
I was
works.
like, hey, if I write this for you, would you want to do it?
Yeah, and I said yes.
And was it verbatim the script, or did you guys improvise a little bit?
There were changes. I think that you went back and forth on whether it be Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. When you start whacking me over the head with the chessboard, I had it written so you just say you bald fuck
Yeah.
again and again and again, and then we sort of let you just say whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything that you say after you start hitting me is scripted. So everything else is verbatim scripted in the whole thing, but once you start hitting me, it's all just you. Daddy's little favorite boy.
Any more questions from the audience? One last question then for you guys. What's next? I'll start with you guys. Where do you go from here? You with this film or next project?
My next thing is going to be a horror short, and then I want to try and do a low-budget horror feature. What exactly is that in total?
Are you working out now? You're kind of.
I'm writing.
Yeah. Excellent. And how about yourself?
So I do have some things on the pipeline, but not in the level that I was so much in charge of the project. Some projects that I have on my pipeline right now, I was just the producer or just the associate producer or like co-writer. So I do have a feature film that I was the associate producer for that's gonna be on the American film market this November.
Good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I have some shorts that I worked on, but
Well, you should write and direct more of your own stuff.
I really like writing. That's one of the things that helped me make this story is the fact that by knowing how to write, I've become a better producer, and by
Sure.
becoming a better producer, I think I know how to write better. So I'm really proud of that skill. But I also have a feature action film that I'm working on right now. We're like moving from development to pre-production. So it,
Cool. Well, we're proud of your shorts. We're proud of you being here, and congratulations. Let's hear it for the filmmakers.